We just spent the last week in Whitefish, Montana with Morgan's parents for Thanksgiving. We explored the town, we hung out at an awesome Airbnb, and we even got to hike Glacier National Park.
And we saw that there was a mountain or resort just north of the Canadian border. And since we're so close, we figured, let's go.
So we're here at Fernie Alpine Resort, where it's been an incredible day of snowboarding. We tried some authentic Canadian food and even better views.
I couldn't even get out of bed to share this news. Morgan, tell him what you just told me.
I got 7.5 inches last night.
7.5. All right, let's get the day going.
So I'd usually be making us coffee right now, but apparently there's this Canadian Starbucks called Tim Hortons, so we're gonna give that a go. What are you sniffing? Oh, you're just trying to go for the Aquaphor. Does anybody else's dog just go crazy for Aquaphor? Goose does not leave the stuff alone. So we drove through the border yesterday on our way to Fernie, and basically when you get there, honestly there was nobody in line, we were the only ones. When you get there, she just asks you where you headed, where you're coming from, do you have any weapons on board, you know, kind of state your business kind of stuff. We showed our passports and that was it, super simple, so we'll see if that happens again today. Morning.
Hey.
How's it going?
You be on board?
Yep.
Where do you both live?
We live, Tennessee and Florida, but we're traveling full time and we're in Eureka right now. We live.
Our IDs are in 2 different places, but as soon as we got married, we moved into that camper, so.
Okay, and your camper's over
In Eureka.
Now we got a 45-minute drive to Fernie and 7 inches of pow. Let's get it. Let's do an iced vanilla latte, please. Yep, and then we're gonna get.
A large vanilla iced coffee.
We'll do a large vanilla iced coffee.
And I want a plain bagel with cream cheese too.
Thank you. Hey, let me tell you something about Tim Hortons. They are quick. Our drinks are ready. Oh, red light. Our drinks are ready for us by the time we pull up to the window. Johnny on the spot. Good job, Tim Hortons. So I'll tell you something about Canada. It just feels like a parallel universe. Like everything here is the same as the United States, except like, you know, the speed limit is in kilometers. So like for instance, when we first got it over the border, it was like, oh, it says it's 100, the speed limit's 100. So I was like, what? That's crazy. Like that's way too fast. And Morgan's like, it's kilometers, you idiot. And I was like, oh. And then the gas stations are all pretty much the exact same. Maybe they have a name change or something like that, but it just feels like Montana or Colorado with just like little teeny tiny weird differences. In there. Can't get my boot on. Alright. We'll see you on the chairlift. Alright, we got first run of the day. It's insanely windy. We're gonna go down this little steep black, I think it is. We even got a little bit of avalanche danger. Okay, this snow has been amazing, but we're starving, and the one Canadian food that we came for is poutine. Never had any proper poutine, so we're gonna go to the lodge and see if we can find it. Do we get the Quebec poutine or the beef brisket poutine? Honestly, that's a major difference here. We went with the beef. Very excited for this. Maury's not a fan.
I think it looks so gross.
I think it looks really good. All right, let's do a taste test.
Chunky and wet.
It's gravy.
I know, but why is it a clear gravy and not like a thick gravy?
I think it is a thick gravy. All right, I'm gonna give it a go.
Look at that. That's a clear gravy.
Don't knock it till you try it.
I'm not saying it's bad. It doesn't taste bad. It just looks really bad.
Well, I was gonna get a video of the finished plate, but she took it away. She's quick, Johnny on the spot, but it was... All right, needless to say, I thought the poutine was good. What do you think?
It was good.
She didn't like the way it looked.
Yeah, it looked weird. It was fine. It was good.
Yeah, it's also from like a ski
Well,
lodge place, so it's not...
We also tried it, so.
Yeah, checking the block, bam.
Yeah.
All right, I'll rate it a 7.6.
6.2.
Okay, those are fair scores. All right, we're gonna get all this stuff off and hit the road. That was the check in the block of hitting a ski resort outside of the country. Up until now, Morgan and I have pretty much only done the Western United States and maybe a handful of resorts in the East. So right now we're gonna head back to the camper in Eureka. And it's a beautiful drive, especially with the sun out and the clouds that are gone now. It's gorgeous. These Canadian Rockies are something else for sure. We'll see you at home. Just made it to the border. Check it out, we got a couple rams. All right, we made it back. Goose is pumped. Morgan and I finally got to put a little check in the block today and go snowboarding in a foreign country. And we're glad it was Fernie because it was an awesome experience. Not a whole lot of people there, amazing snow. It was pretty sweet. But that's it for the video this week. If you want to support the channel, be sure to subscribe or follow our other social media accounts on Instagram and TikTok. We'll be posting content just like this or some tips and tricks videos while we're traveling the Western United States. And right now on the agenda is Washington State and Oregon. So we'll be hiking and hitting a couple mountains in those areas. And then after all that, we're gonna be spending 1 month in Park City, Utah, hopefully snowboarding as much as possible. So thank you again for watching, and we'll see you next week.